like you got five shot it. Did not miss. It didn't matter what. If he was no shields, you were getting 5. But anyways, falling. This is it. They've got to make this one work.
You get those shots. It's definitely going to have to be Talon, in my opinion, or Manny grabbing the sniper rifle. That could be big. That could be big, 90.
Could be. Oh, Manny lit.
You dead? Try not to let the team play. I got no beat on. Roll for those. Take a bomb. Oh, right there. Oh, phenomenal.
Let's go. Themselves 2 captures, now 84 points on the board. You're bound gonna play it slow.
Bottom sit down again. On the bridge, right?
The subs, game 1, we're finally in. Let's get it. Some action between Inconceivable versus Sentinels in our Group B winners final. As we see actually the camouflage goes onto Snakebite's body, but quickly burned from Bound as Bound finds himself a double kill. SEN loses his fight versus Trippy, but now Trippy, he's in danger. Bound's right there, but danger, he feeds off of it. Bound goes down, and now Trippy secures that LR for his team. But I don't think he saw that player from Inconceivable flank through. That LR going to be the most important part of the map. You want to keep those spawns for your team, but Trippy, he's on another level. He's now missing shots. Val, you see the respawn screen as, man, that was a massive kill from Trippy. But once again, check out the tram spawns, that LR. You want to make sure you maintain that so that you have quick access to all 3 hills and that you can start putting on the pressure to put a 2 cap. But Inconceivable, they strike first in the first minute. We're finally seeing points on the board.
And I know that, you know, Inconceivable's got two plots here and they're starting to get some points, but Sentinels are coming out real strong. 2 dead for Inconceivable right now, and of course Boo Boo gonna try and push this nest. Great job by Frosty. He gets a double kill there while staying alive, but Inconceivable's got to reset that base, and that's gonna be Bound trying to do that. He does just that. He's gonna get killed for that one. Snakebite gonna take him out in that situation, and now Sentinels on the board here, of course spawning inside blue. He's in the dip now. He's got to stay alive. I don't know who that player is, but Royal 2 putting some good shots in. This guy looks like he's been practicing, but he hasn't been. He's got a shotgun in hand. He's just nuts all around, always nuts. Snakebite gets a kill there as well, and now Inconceivable still continues to have this lead, but they're getting the slays that are necessary to go down for Inconceivable and to go down for Sentinels. So it's going to be a little bit of a wash right now. Frosty in a 1v1 has to win this. I love playing his life here, but he was a little bit too slow getting around that corner. He's going to get beat down.
He just tried to run away, but run away he cannot. Inconceivable still scoring on the board, and Boo Boo Doo Boo, he's going to be the keeper of the LR. You can see he picks it up, and from here you can just be a turret, right? Anyone comes from that nest lane, you're going to put some LR bolts into them, and you see SEN, he's able to secure that camo, but not able to stay alive. Snakebite was there and ready, and now Boo Boo Doo Boo, he has that shotgun in his back pocket. So about everything you could possibly want from the side of Inconceivable, and you can see he's just looking. Actually, did he intentionally leave that loop spawn open to go get a quick flank and force the split? That'd be so interesting if that was the case, as players started to go into bottom mid, and look at that Boo Boo Doo Boo. He's going to get a quick flank. He's going to land easy shots, and that'll be an easy reset over at bottom mid. If that was Boo Boo Doo Boo's intention, we're talking next level, to create a quick flank right that, to make it seem as if bottom mid was open to go just jump into and come from behind. This is an incredible start from Inconceivable, and they've really done it with just a 2 cap. We haven't even seen the trip cap pressure yet from the side of Inconceivable.
Oh, and as I say, Sentinels is starting off well. Inconceivable just turned up the knob to 10. They are playing out of your mind. Look at Bound's awareness, knowing there's a player down bottom left. He probably heard the call out. He's going to try and go for this. He does get the trade there. It's going to be a 3v3 situation right now. Falcated, good job by him trying to hold this yard side. He's got 2 players to 1-shot as well. So now they're able to just stay in the yard and defend. Great shots again. A player pushes through by himself, and wow, great job by Sentinels there to kind of like bait one player and then bait and switch, and another player comes out. But Inconceivable are on a triple cap right now. The bleeding stops momentarily right there, and now Royal 2 going for that LR spot.
And the bleeding side, I don't know if the bleeding fully stops. You know, maybe the artery rupture has finally been sealed up, because Sentinels, they still have to find themselves a second cap. This is about as bad of a start as you can ask for. And when we saw Inconceivable being hot, this is exactly what we thought. They are looking primed to take this game. As you see, Foul taking the shots versus Royal 2. They'll find the trade, but Yard is still mostly captured, and Bound, he needs to win this fight. He's able to do so. This is just a dominating performance from Inconceivable thus far, but LR spawns in the favor of Sentinels, so they're gonna have quick access to that bottom mid. But Bound's not losing a fight. He finds that kill, wins the one-on-one, and then puts 2 shots in to get the reset of bottom mid. Inconceivable hanging on to this 2-cap, but Camo has finally found his way onto the map. It's finally in Frosty's hand. It hasn't been traded out like we've seen thus far, but 70 points basically unanswered from the side of Inconceivable. And now Frosty needs to use this camouflage to start finding control for the side of Sentinels, as they're gonna need to start making the comeback a reality.
Yeah, and his play with his camo is going to be huge, but he gets naded there on S4. Great job by him staying alive, though. He gets a kill on the Bound, and now he's continuing to try to stay alive, but great job by Falcated to clean up that camo player. Frosty could have done a lot more damage than he did right there. Sentinel's starting to get some points on the board. They're going to be pushing this bottom mid side. That is Inconceivable, I'm sorry. Bound gets a great kill onto Royal 2, and now Boo Boo's trying to get this Yard. So now they're going to try to go for a triple here, a triple cap, Sentinels, and now the beatdown comes out. He's not gonna. Oh my goodness, Bound is there to save his life. Wow,
that might be one of the worst fights that we'll see on a pro series. I mean, neither player can hit their shots right there.
That's rough.
But eventually, Bound comes in like the savior he is. He finds that kill. Boo Boo Doo Boo. We saw him launch a massive flank into the Yard, and why he did that was to go get the shotgun. So now he's gonna have the shotgun to work with. Trippy, he gets back down, and Boo Boo Doo Boo, he's in prime position just to find it. Oh no, Royal 2, he went down to drop for Royal, and then Royal 2 comes out on top, and he finds himself a double kill, and that's gonna be massive for the team. And he also gets the shotgun to go with it. So Boo Boo Doo Boo's flank, it's cut short, and it's a devastating effect. As we see Sentinels, they're just maintaining the double cap. It's like what we saw in the early game, but this side, on the side of Sentinels, I want to see the trip cap come in from Sentinels. They need just to find a 3 or 4 down.
Garrett, I just want a quick update here while Sentinels is starting to come back in this game. Flyers just took game 1 versus C9 100-7. What is going on with C9 right now?
I honestly, I don't know. That's actually crazy to hear. Cloud9, there must be something going on. Someone's connection must be just absolutely terrible. I'm sure we'll hear about it on Twitter eventually what went wrong. But Inconceivable, they're finally able to stop that run from Sentinels. They find themselves in a trip cap, and look at this. They know that they're split spawning. I think they split spawned them Tram and Blue. So now it's going to be up to Sentinels to fight out of the inside control, which is going to be a tough ask. But as long as they find the kills, it should be easy enough to get back into this bottom mid. Royal 2's just been made one shot over and over again in that glass. He's not able to stay alive. And look at this, Bound just getting in the right spot. He's going to wait for his opportunity to jump in and get up close to these players over at Yard.
Yeah, and he's sitting on this LR here. Oh, I like that little cheeky spot. That's really nice. Boo Boo Doo Boo's gonna stop that push here. He's gonna get a kill from that cheeky spot onto Royal 2. And now Boo Boo trying to push this LR side as well. He knows there's a player pitching. He's gonna get him down to 1 shot, gets the beat down. Great job there. But Sentinels continuing to get this time. They're clawing their way back. But Inconceivable only needs 7 points in this game to win, and they've got the 2 cap now. So now it's kind of do or die time for the Sentinel squad. They cannot get slayed out. Trippy does, and now 2 other players are 1 shot as well. Royal 2 goes down. Bound's got to stay alive here, and if he does, they can secure this win, and he does, and for a while, and that's going to be it. Wow, Inconceivable taking game 1 100-49.
And what an incredible performance from the side of Bound. Like, it's specifically Bound, I want to highlight him out, because what he did, you know, going to that sneaky position at top glass, is that he found the pick on Royal 2 coming out from that unorthodox position. And then even though they lost bottom mid, he secured the LR control for his team, which allows them just, if they get kills, they can just re-entry and grab it right back. And that's exactly what they did. He goes 25 and 15. That's a hell of a performance we saw from Bound. He wasn't losing gunfights, and he was is doing it to the best of his ability. And here we go, an update on our screen. This is the match between KCP, I mean not KCP, between Flyers and Cloud9. And Flyers, they're up 1-0.
Wow, that's nuts. We're on board with Envor here, 32-28. I didn't expect. I don't know what's going on. There's got to be something. I'm not saying these other squads are not good. I'm not saying that at all. But Cloud9 just won the last 2 tournaments. I mean, they seem to have found themselves. Eco's going to get a double kill there to kind of push this push this lead closer. And we are seeing this Flyer squad come through here, and maybe they're angry from their last series. Maybe that's what it is. But Envor hit some great shots. This is going to be a close one. We will definitely keep you guys updated on this match, but we are going to be loading into our game number 2. Inconceivable is up 1-0 in this series versus the Sentinels. And this is going to be a close one. I mean, this one can kind of go either way, Garrett.
Whew. Yeah, it can go either way, and I'm excited to see which way it will go. Boo Dubu, you cannot let him get that camouflage. He'll take over the game with it. You can see this. Look at that. It's Frosty. I was about to say, this team of Sentinels, they get right up into that camo. I don't even think they care if they get away with it or not. They just know that you can't afford to let a player like Boo Dubu grab it and get away. Before go down for Sentinels, Inconceivable keeping on with their hot start as they find a full team wipe early on in the game.
They get a little bit of a split here. 2 players from Sentinels on the P side and 2 players on the car side. Snakebite's going to be in a 1v1 here. He needs to win this. He does. Great piv by Snakebite, but he ends up going down there. It's going to be a 2v3 situation. Frosty goes down as well to SEN, who is another grinder on this team. Just such a good player, always practicing, putting in the time. Royal 2 is on P2. He has to stay alive, but Boo Boo takes him out. And I just want to add to your point, Garrett. Yeah, Boo Boo is absolutely. I've never seen anyone as good with camo as Boo Boo is. He is just absolutely insane. So it's good by them to kind of get that out of his hands and make sure he doesn't touch it at all, because he can turn this game into a a very scary game for Sentinels.
Yeah, that SEN able to get the kill on Snakebite, and the total collapse for Inconceivable comes in. And man, you see 3 times the score for the side of Inconceivable. They are just running away with this game early on, and Bound is still on the flanks as he's going to be able to get behind 2 players. Can he find the kill though? Yeah, he finds the first one on Snakebite and is eventually traded out by Frosty. That's all you need if you're on the side of Inconceivable at this point. Just trade out your kills. And here we go. I mean, honestly, can we go full screen on the other side real fast? I want to see the end of this Flyers and Cloud9 match as we're seeing it slow down. Man, this is just insanely close as we see a 3-kill lead for the side of Cloud9.
These are the best kind of games when Truth Slayer slows down a little bit. Looks like they're trying to stay alive here, but Cloud9 only need 1 kill to win this game. It's 47-49. There it is.
No, Penguin gets it. Yeah.
Wow.
You can see the shots coming in at the bottom, and that was it. But there we go. Camo was able to be secured by Trippy while all this was going down, and now this could be the comeback. Yeah, the comeback is on the way. Sentinels was able to get the camouflage. They have control of the map, and you can see all the players saying Inconceivable spawning at car. It's basically just a straight line through car of blue players. So that's exactly what Sentinels needed to get themselves back into that game as Frosty finds himself a double.
We talk about Booba Dooba with camo, but Trippy doing a really good job of staying alive here. He's spotted by Bound, who eats his carrots apparently. He's able to spot him from very, very far away. Trippy has green gun in hand, of course. He's going to be pushing this car side, and he's got Falcated up there. He's kind of trying to get a kill here. He's going to, whoa, great shots with the plasma pistol and the cleanup with the pistol. And now he's going to stay alive on car 3. His teammate did go down at P2, so he's very focused on that P2 side. He gets some beautiful shots there, and now possibly a pinch coming from this Sentinels squad up to P2 to get control of that. And now Sentinels take their first lead of the game, 22-20. Trippy needs to win this 1v1. He does not. Falcated wins the piv. Great shots by him.
Yeah, honestly, I thought Trippy looked a little bit like Bound making those fights like that, but there we go. Snakebite runs into 2 players. He's going to go down, and we're finally going to see this game start to slow down. Both teams going to be able to recover for now, but look at that. That's foul. He's going to be by himself on Car's side right now, and he's going to be the quick flanker as he's finding shots into both players, trying to keep them at bay with those blueberries on the ground. He's able to do so, and he's just landing down damage, and he finds the kill on Trippy. Bound's able to find the trade on Frosty, but the split spawn comes out, and then Foul is eventually fouled out. But talk about using your life to the max ability. I mean, being behind 3 players, landing down as much damage as he did, and eventually finding that kill on Trippy. I mean, that was a great life from Foul, and Boo Boo Doo Boo clicks it right back up as he finds beautiful shots on Snakebite as we see trades start going into the favor of this Inconceivable roster. Camo's coming up, and that's going to be Falcated. That's the only player in position. You just burn it. Honestly, just burn it. Oh man, they know better than me. They know better than me. Saiy's able to get himself the camouflage, and with that, I think Inconceivable will start running away with this game.
Yeah, they're going to. Like Saiyan, that was a great double kill by Saiyan just to clean that up, and now he's got camo in hand. He gets Trippy with a beautiful set nade, 34-22. He's going to be slow playing here. Once again, we love to see the players with, with camo, Garrett, because you can just kind of see like where their brain's at. You see the high level IQ plays when you watch a camo player. Saiyan kind of playing slow here, wants to get this clean up on a Snakebite. He does, throws the nade first to kind of secure it. He misses it by a little bit, but regardless, gets the kill, 37-34. A 3-kill game now, and Sentinels kind of stuck on this P-side red. They're going to get pinched here. There is 2 players inside of pink, and now Saiyan is going to get this cleanup. He's got Boo Boo there to help him if he needs it, but he does not. And now we got a 5-kill lead for Inconceivable.
And there we go. Saiyan use that camo to the fullest of its ability. It ran out on its own, and that's exactly what you want to see from camouflages. But now kills suddenly starting to shift into the favor of Sentinels, and they're going to try to break their way out of this base. Boo Boo Doo Boo, he's going to take that first nade. Saiyan gets right into the face of Trippy, but Trippy does not lose. And now Snakebite, oh man, okay, so Royal 2 is able to find that kill on Bound. Boo Boo Doo Boo gets traded out. Snakebite finds the trade, but only a 2-kill lead at this point for Inconceivable. Next camouflage is probably going to determine the victor in my eyes, as we're about 30 seconds away from that playing an impact as Bound gets bait and switched by Frosty and PJ, and they're pushing up. There's 3 more players to deal with, and they're doing a beautiful job of playing with each other. This is why Sentinels are able to find their way back into games. They play so well with each other. They know exactly what's necessary. They know how to make their comebacks a reality as they're finding kill after kill. In this game, it's been a 7-kill swing in the favor of Sentinels. Inconceivable, that camouflage was not enough, and now the P-side push is going to start to happen as camo's coming up. You see Snakebite already in position at P1 waiting for the camo, and he's able to secure it and run away. This is a beautiful reversal of the map control from the side of Sentinels to gain that camouflage, and the patience from Snakebite to bait Boo Boo Doo Boo out. But okay, he finds the kill. I was about to say, my heart is just going, it's going at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
That was a great kill by Bound, though. That takes Snakebite off the map, and now he's able to get P2 control off that. Inconceivable down by 2 kills, but Sentinels are starting to pull away here. Great nade by Trippy. Now Bound's gonna have to back off, and he's gonna have to watch this car side player Frosty, who's also having a hard time staying alive. Saiyan's gonna be pushing him as well. Look at the pinches though from Sentinels. Like you said, working together. They're always on like both sides of Inconceivable, kind of just trying to get pressure on them from multiple angles. And they're doing a good job of that, but Sentinels only need 1 more kill to win this game. Frosty, we're on board with him. The man practices like a legend. He's going to be getting pushed to Royal 2 is, and there it is. Sentinels win that game. Okay, I just want to talk about this. This was a must-win game for Sentinels, okay? That game number 1, I consider that kind of a warm-up for Sentinels. I'm not saying that they don't practice, but like, they don't all practice, I think, as much as Inconceivable does. So I think that now that they've kind of got their rep in, they're ready. I think we have a series on our hands right now. You see Frosty going 18, 12, and 10. And, Sentinel's starting to come alive right now. Look at the assists on them as well.
I mean, honestly, that entire game rests on the shoulders of Frosty and Snakebite. And I expect to see maybe a video from Snakebite about that game, because the way that they bait and switched in that top base was absolutely perfect, and it allowed them to come back into that game. That was a great one from Frosty and PJ. But here we go. We're back on action with the Flyers versus Cloud9 game. Whoever loses this game is out of the tournament, and we're tied up 1-1 in the series.
This is do or die time. I mean, this is it, right? We're on board with Envor. He's gonna be pushing outside here. He's got a player on front of him. He's got to get some shots in. He's got the flank. Skeptify had the flank, but he ends up going down by to Penguin, who I saw popping off in that last tournament, like playing so well. Great shots by Envor. He's got another player in front of him, tries to get the thrust and the melee, but not going to connect commonly here. Just trying to stay alive, and now they're going to see the kind of the pinch coming in from this Flyer squad. But Cloud9 are up 64-23.
Goodness. Oh man, yeah, it's going to be a tough one to come back into if you're on the side of Flyers, but definitely still possible. This the overshields and the power weapons going to be making the big difference. But we're going to be going to game 3 ourselves on between Sentinels and Inconceivable. If that game tightens up between Flyers and Cloud9, we'll definitely come back and show you that action. But man, these matches between Sentinels and Inconceivable have been so close. We just got an update on the other side. Following Esports, following the first match versus the Kansas City Pioneers, 100-87, I believe, was the score. So Kansas City Pioneers starting to recover a little bit and find that first game versus Following Esports.
Here we are, game number 2. We're on board with the Boo Boo. And he's gonna get this. He's gonna get this ball. Almost gets the beat down. It gets him down to 1 shot. But great job. Frosty has OS here. Great job by Sentinels to kind of secure that. I love that. Oh my goodness, that's a big melee. That's a big assassination by Falcated there, saying with his sniper in hand, this is not looking good. And now they're starting to heat up here. The play ball does come out. My goodness gracious.
Saiyan hit 2 sniper. Oh my god, he's not missing with the sniper. He hit 2 in the back of that overshield player, and then the ninja did happen. Saiyan has just been on point with his sniper right now, and he is pushing forward. He went 20-12 last game, and we're seeing why, man. He is one of the most talented slayers in Halo 5. He hardly ever misses shots as he hits another body. That nade should finish out. No, it just misses short, but Saiyan with a beautiful first life, just laying down massive amounts of damage to the side of Sentinels.
Great kill there on a Snakebite. He got help from the tower side security window, and now Bound got the ball in hand, gets the beat down onto Royal 2. 16-10 right now. They're starting to come out here. Inconceivable. I love this game type though. I love the rotations of the ball and you know the OS. It's just such a cool game type to see. You know, players like rotating outside and just getting so much time because of the perfect timing there. Nice shots by Falcated. He's gonna get the double here. He does. Great job staying alive as well with help from his teammate. And now they're able to kind of continue this lead. All of Sentinels stuck outside. There's one blue Ben they have to worry about, and Falcated is going to worry about him. Misses that last shot. Great job by Frosty to stay alive there, and he's not going to be able to do so for long. Great kill by Falcated. It was a good cleanup, and now he's going to go for this ball time and try and scrap here possibly, and they get some good spawns on tower.
We're seeing YA Inconceivable are the best oddball team in the H5 Pro Series. When we're talking about previous seasons, I mean, they haven't been as good in recent seasons as they were before, but there was at one point they were 22-2 with map count on oddball. Now these days I think they're like 31-10, 31-11, but hey, I mean, these guys are absolutely insane with it when it comes to oddball. They hardly ever lose the games. When I see it on the map rotation, I basically chalk it up immediately to a win to Inconceivable.
Yeah, they're disgusting, and we're seeing it right now. They've got control once again of OS, and I believe Camo as well. Great shot there. I'm sorry, great play there by Saiyan to get that OS, and now he's going to be pushing to help Boo Boo, who's getting pushed on the tower side. That was a great pinch by the Sentinels, and now they're going to be on top Cat as well. So Saiyan's got to kind of play his life here. He has OS, so he ends up living. But as we're doing all of this, it's 88-10. Inconceivable really pushing through in this game, and you can see in the top left corner of your screen there, Cloud9 are going to win that game as well. So we get an update from that. Thank you very much, Louis, for that as well. Saiyan doing a good job of staying alive, but that's going to be 2 dead for Inconceivable right now.
This is going to be tough for Sentinels. So even with this sniper rifle, you've given up 80 unanswered points, and now you have to rely on Frosty to hit some great sniper shots to stop that ball from being picked up. Bound even still, he's going to pick up that ball, and he's getting up into the face of those players at tower, and he still somehow hasn't died. He's living, and he eventually does get taken down. But man, this is just Inconceivable's bread and butter. is Oddball. And you can see how well they've been playing against the sniper rifle. Frosty eventually does find the kill, but he gets traded out immediately by Boo Boo Doo Boo. And now Saiyans putting pressure on the ball with the help of the team. And look at that. That's a beautiful collapse from Inconceivable. And they're going to be able to re-secure that sniper rifle for the team. The next question is what happens to Overshield? You know, outside control is in the favor of Sentinels for now, but they're there a bit early, and Inconceivable definitely have the opportunity to come back and try to fight for it.
It's an interesting play by Frosty to reach out in that situation. He had sniper, he definitely got called out, and he was able to be cleaned up really quick. I think him with sniper, he has sniper back, so that's good. Oh, look at this angle. This is beautiful. Not going to be able to spot anybody, but I really think that, you know, with him with sniper, he can pop off here. Misses a couple shots, but ends up cleaning up one player. The other one is pushing as well. I like how he kind of transferred here to get more damage on the other players. That's going to be 2 dead right now for Inconceivable, and he knows there's a player below him. He's going to find that player. He's got 3 bullets to work with in this sniper, and there's a lot of players. There's one player pushing up top, and he's still got that player below him. He knows it. He gets 1 shot on the player with the OS, and he's got to get the beat down as well. He does some good damage there, but that's the, I mean, you don't want Inconceivable with another OS in their hands. They've had control of power-ups and power weapons this entire game.
Yeah, and honestly, like the fact that Sentinels was able to get 12 seconds of ball time with the sniper control that Frosty had, and Frosty basically had to hit every single shot right there in order for them just to stabilize the game for the time being, and that's just not a recipe for success. As we start seeing the kill feed go back into the favor of Inconceivable, as they should be able to soak up this last 20 seconds of time with relatively no problem. As Boo Boo Doo Boo's on the rotation, you see all these players from Sentinels pushing out through the tower, but they just cannot get forward. They cannot apply pressure, and finally the play comes out. But at this point, this is just a dominating performance on the side of Inconceivable, and that's what we expect from this squad when it comes to Oddball. Like I said, they are by far the best Oddball roster in the HCS Halo 5 Pro Series.
Yeah, and I wonder why, because, you know, a lot of the pros don't like Oddball, so I wonder what they're doing right. You know, their rotations are insane. You're gonna see the double kill come out there. Allocated gets that. Sniper spawning up. I don't think it's gonna be a factor though.
Yeah,
oh wow.
Victory.
You hate to see that.
They know it's over. They know it's over. Just chalk it up. Go up to the next game.
Yeah.
And that's is what it is. But I actually want to go get an update on the other side. I want to see what's going on in our other game between Flyers and Cloud9. As they should be in Coliseum CTF right now.
We'll definitely switch that update as soon as possible. I'm looking for, you know, Cloud9 to kind of pull it together there, right? I mean, they won the last 2 tournaments. We are on board with Envor here. It looks like Flyers are up 1-0 right now, but Cloud9 are up 2-1 in the series. So this is a must win if you're a Flyers fan. Super CC gonna get some shots in there. I want to hop on board with Skep. He's in their flag right now, just kind of chilling, but we can't. I'm sorry. We are just watching on board, but I like that play by him, just kind of sitting back in the base. Unfortunately, while he's sitting back in the base, 2 are going to go down right now for Flyers, so he's got to play he's got to shoot across the map, and he's got to play a little distraction here with the flagpole. But here comes Envor, tries to get the assassination. He's gonna not. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Stellar with a big kill there. My goodness. Maybe I think that's the worst fight we've watched.
That's just unfortunate. He doesn't get the beat down, I mean, all that bodes not well. I mean, Skep eventually finds that kill, but Cloud9 are now going to be able to apply an immense amount of pressure to the other side, and Flyers, they have to figure out how to get out of their base, and that's going to be a big help. Envor finds the kill on Eco, and he's going to be that player that can flank through, as Renegade's going to take massive amounts of damage over at Red Maze. And now Envor's in prime position, right? If he can just wait here for a second, he can potentially find his way into that flag, as he finds great shots on Stellar. And now all of Cloud9, they're going to have to deal with Envor. Envor's just living for as long as possible. But as all that happens, Renegade finds a massive double kill with the sniper rifle. Envor somehow still alive at this elbow, man. They have to deal with him, and he's just laying down so much damage. And eventually, I mean, all of that just to basically prevent Renegade from going crazy with that sniper rifle and getting the re. And oh my god, I think Cloud9 are actually gonna be able to get on that flag and return it. I mean, what a recovery from Cloud9 to tie that up at 1-1. But our other game is in action. We'll keep this one updated as we go. We have our match between Sentinels and Inconceivable ready.
Now we are jumping into this game quickly. I just want to give you guys an update here. Ambush took the series 3-1 versus Team Force. So Ambush doing a good job of showing why they're, I mean, I thought that team was great, and they're showing it there versus Team Force. Trippy getting a kill there, Royal 2 as well, and now Frosty has Sniper in hand, so I want him to pop off here, and he's starting to. Gets the kill onto Boo Boo. Looking for another kill there, but they're all spawning on the cave side, so he's got to play a little bit back here on the catwalk. He's going to get pushed by multiple players. Tries to stay alive. He does. Great job there. Great thrust. He's going to reach out here with a nade. Gets the perfect on a Falcated, and Trippy gets a kill as well. Sentinels starting to come alive, but Inconceivable, just like that, are going to be pulling their flag to contest.
You have the flag.
And look at that. I mean, this is just a fast run from the side of Sentinels. Look at Trippy, man. He's just so aware of like when he needs to let that flag go back and try to help his team. He does just that. And now they are just fighting in this trend. You see almost all the teams, all the players from each roster just down on the bottom half of the map, trying to find the kills and scared away. Both these teams going to probably be able to get this flag back to their side. And we're going to see our first flag standoff. And now Flyers just put in another cap on the other side, so they're up 2-1 in their flag game. This is just an incredible series that we're seeing between both these teams, as that flag is going to stay alive from the side of Inconceivable. But man, Royal 2 just not missing a shot over there at the elbows. I think this flag standoff is going to happen for quite a bit at this point active.
Yeah, Royal 2 just won that fight, and that secured Snakebite with the rockets now, so maybe they're going to make a push here. You see Frosty collapsing as well. Snakebite a little late to the collapse, though. He's just trying to play his time. He only has 2 rockets to work with. He misses the first one, maybe some splash damage there, but Falcated doing a great job of staying alive in that situation. I believe Snakebite has 1 more rocket, but if they collapse on him perfectly, he's going to lose it. He misses both rockets, not able to get any kills. The flag returns, and now Inconceivable. They're up 1-0 in this game.
Oh my God! I mean, talk about Snakebite. I mean, it's such a tough position because like you feel as if those rockets should have been enough to secure that return, but he's not able to land either rocket, and now Inconceivable, and they answer back, and they're answering once again. I mean, look how fast they are with this flag run. Snakebite gets the lucky drop though. He's going to be able to get right on that re. I would like to maybe see him commit to reading that flag. I mean, that's bound for you. He gets right in. He throws that flag down into the bottom, but that's going to be 3 down immediately for Sentinels. For Sentinels' favor, they're gonna be able to get that re right away. But man, Pound is just a tricky guy, man. You let him get on that flag, he's gonna take it as long as he can. But this is a great recovery from Sentinels in the crew. You see them all spawning on cave side. That's gonna mean an open rock side run. And this is interesting. Both teams so far, they opt to run it about halfway, then they come back to reslay on the way back. I'm not sure what has developed that meta for the side of Sentinels, but so far, I mean, it's worked on getting their flags back to base.
Yeah, I think maybe Royal 2 wasn't in position there on the rocket side. Maybe he was just waiting for him to be in position before he pulled it again. But either way, they get it all the way to their side, and we have another stalemate here. There's also a flag down bottom center, so they got to get that return. Snakebite with some great shots there. He's going to pressure them off, but the pinch comes through. Great job by Boo Boo getting that perfect there to secure this return, but saw Frosty with that perfect of his own, and that's going to be the return, and it's going to be tied 1-1 right now. Sentinels starting to come alive in this game, and then the Rockets are up as well, and Royal 2 is up there waiting for him.
Royal 2 right in position. Bound going to be able to put 4 shots, but not the last. You see him once again, the strategy of just hovering open, hovering off the map to prevent the rocket from killing you. Such a great strategy that we've seen from now Druck and Bound. You know, some of the newer heads in the scene, you know, using that to their advantage. Boo Boo Doo was able to grab the booms, but not able to put them to work, as PJ is going to pick it right back up. This time he's hoping to have better luck with his rockets.
Yeah, he's got 1 to work with this time, so 1 kill could make a real big swing here and allow them to get the cap, but he misses again. We got Puckett on your screen right now. Royal 2 gets a kill on the Bound. Still tied 1-1, and 1 is going to be down for each team. So again, the slay back and forth is happening here, but great job by Falcated. Gets top center control, catches Royal 2 down bottom, also catches Snakebite down bottom. But the trades come through, and now it's another 2v2 situation. Here's a little bit of an update here. Looks like Flyers trying to pull this flag out. This will be the 3rd and final cap. We will jump back on board with the other game in a second, but here comes Envor pulling this through. If he gets this, they can tie this game, and we will see a game number 5 for this Flyers squad. Cloud9, you know, having a really rough tournament here, and now they're going to see themselves possibly. Oh my goodness. I don't know if he can't get this in yet. The flag is out, so he's just waiting right now. They've got to get that return, and Comley has to stay alive. But Envor going for this sniper here. This could be huge if he gets to grab this. He's got to win this 1v1 though. He has to win it. He's not able to. He's gonna stay alive.
Top cat, and like S2 or some shit.
Oh my god, this is just so, it's coming down to the wire. That flag does get returned eventually, so we're gonna see that one tied up. And as all that happened, Inconceivable was able to score on our other game, but this could be it. Cloud9 have the flag out and away, but big kills from the side of Super CC. Stellar goes down as well. We're gonna be able to get that read. That could have been a very dangerous situation. That flag gets a little bit too far, but it looks like Flyer is going to be able to stabilize for now. And we see Inconceivable, they put in that final flag on the other side, so they're going to be able, I believe that's series, right? They win that series 3-1 over Sentinels. So great job on that side, but we have to see what happens between this Flyers and Cloud9 roster, because this is just too close on the other side.
Gary, there's so many games going on, man. I don't know what to do. This is insane. Cloud9 versus Flyers, something we thought would be a blowout here. But it's 2-2 right now in the CTF game, and now it looks like Envor's trying to get that kill on the Rocket player. He does not. Renegade gets him. Renegade kills him, and I haven't seen much of Renegade here. I mean, I don't know. Like, obviously we're watching from Envor's point of view, but he just seems really quiet in this game. I don't know. Commonly kill onto Eco, and now they're pushing this snipe tower control. He's gonna try and stay alive here. He's getting shot from the Rocket side. Great shots there. They kill Renegade again. Skeptify doesn't need any help. He gets the perfect, and you see the Rocket player flying through for Cloud9, and now Envor has the Rockets. This is going to be huge.
He's still there.
Yeah, you have to find these kills with the Rockets over on the elbow. Come on, Envor. Okay, they are just freaking out. In fact, for our last minute, I just want to go over a full listen. We have to hear what's going on through the comms. Let's go into our listen in with Envor and see what happens.
And there's a guy at their elbow. Top box. Just killed me. Top box. I'm at snipe. I'm gonna probably die. Yeah, keep playing elbow with rockets. Our basement. I found.
Waiting here.
Bait him in elbow maybe. I found. I got one. Maze weak. Dead.
All right. I got him dead. I'm pushing out.
Grass.
Work together, guys, right here.
He got me. Our maze.
I'm owing elbow.
Alright, live. Lee, you gotta live.
I will live. The table weak.
You're absolutely dead.
Hey, Eco's weak on the table, guys. I'm milking.
Jump the window when you can, Chase. I'm going window. Eco weak. I'm at window. Right side.
The cave?
Right side.
Okay.
I'm trying to shoot elbow pocket. Oh, pocket one shot. Elbow pocket still. Challenging me.
Going window. One shot.
One shot top cat.
Our window pulling, guys. He's going our elbow flag. He's one shot.
Nice. Last guy's flag. Stay alive.
Top rockets.
I got 3 in them. Still elbow.
Top rockets, the bottom two.
They're missing 2 shot.
Going free. Yeah.
They're pulling it. One shot flag.
Let's go, bottom center. Going out, bottom center again. In silver.
They're silver. 2 are silver. Okay, they're pulling bottom mid. Nice. Guys, they're silver. There was a guy silver. One shot. Nice. Our silver weak. Our silver Eco, last guy somewhere.
Yeah, grass one shot.
Get to their elbow. Don't go for me. Go to their elbow if you can. Yeah.
I'm watching flag.
I'm on their side.
Top cat, penguin. Our window one shot to our basement. Our basement one shot, Eco.
I hear our basement. Go for it.
One shot there in our basement. Their elbow one shot, and our elbow after that. Throw it over, Chase.
Sitting our trench. He's weak on me.
Top cat blue side.
I'm one shot. Alright, double now behind you.
2-minute
Throw it out. Told me. They're on elbow now.
Oh man.
Game over.
Come on, bro.
Break. That's a defeat.
That's good.
You just have to look at that fucking re at the end, bro.
It was unfortunate that guy got behind us on our elbow.
We played really fucking slow.
Man, and that was just a heartbreaking finish from the side of Flyers. You can tell they put it all on the line right there, and it's just one game going in a different direction, and we're seeing a drastically different result. That just an incredibly close game.
And it was that ending that, that mattered the most. The slays that came out, Cloud9's pressure was just insane. And then Envor, there was one point where he's focusing on a player bottom base, and he ends up putting a lot of pressure on that player, but I believe it was Stellar that pushed the elbow. And because he pushed the elbow, he was able to get the kill, and then the player down bottom base was able to kill Envor. So maybe a little too much focus on that player bottom, but it all came down to the slays. It all came down to Cloud9 having a ton of pressure and outslaying.
Yeah, and I mean, shout out to Inconceivable, right? They're going to be going into our championship bracket. Sentinels are going to have to do it from the losers bracket. And we see Sentinels pull, we can see Satan pulls up our stream on his stream. We see a little bit of inception right there, you know. Oh, there we go. We're coming in more and more. But we can see all that happening. I want to see actually if we get some updates over on the other side. I want to know what's happening over there on the Falling versus KCP match. I wonder if they're still playing. If they are, I wonder if we can maybe get into that match, man. I want to see what's gonna happen over there. We know Cloud9 are gonna be waiting on the lower bracket for whichever team loses in that series.
Yeah, I would love to get in. I know not a lot of people are streaming, so it's difficult to bear with us. We can try to get in there in the observer mode and stuff like that. But I do want to bring up, guys, if you're enjoying this, I know there's a lot of people here. If you guys are enjoying this entire coverage, make sure you follow the stream. We do these coverages all the time, and we'll have the Halo 3 one tomorrow as well. And we also do Money Tuesdays, a little bit of drama grudge matches in that, and with Money Tuesdays, and we have them for Halo 5 and for Halo 3, players competing for a really decent prize pool. So make sure you follow the stream, and if you want some of this content, if you want to watch it back, you know, learn a couple things, it's up to the YouTube as well. ! YouTube in the chat will get you that.
I just got an update. Falling Esports, they fall to Kansas City Pioneers 3-0. So after that hot start of Cloud9, they have a lackluster start versus KCP. So KCP gonna guarantee themselves actually the top seed out of Group A, which is actually gonna be pretty big, right? Because I say pretty big, but that means they probably play against Sentinels round 1, which, you know. But at top 4, you know, you're top 4. You're going to be playing a good team no matter what. Right. Cloud9, though, they're going to be going up against Falling Esports, so they're going to have to get their revenge. And they are not looking like the Cloud9 that we knew of before. So these two teams are going to be going at it. We'll make sure that we get into that lobby and bring you that action. But guys, like you said, Active, if you guys like the stream, if you want to support the Halo community, you know, drop us a follow. If you want to go that extra step, if you want to be, in fact, I think I saw Boo Boo Dooboo in the chat. If he's still here, you be like Boo Boo Dooboo, follow the channel, and then become better and better, and then, you know, sub to the channel as well. Make sure you subscribe. I see you over there, Boo Boo Dooboo. I want to see you subscribe right now. I'm going to try to force you into it, but if you don't, I understand. You know, not all of us can make a living off playing Halo, but we understand. But guys, try to support the channel. You know, it means so much to us. We're just about to hit 700 viewers, which is insane. Active to think about. We're just in pool play. I woke up at 7:30 this morning to get on the cast. I still think my eyes are still closed shut with my eyes, like I still have that morning crust on my eyes because it is early in the morning for me. And we eventually are here. Our pool play almost over. Cloud9 versus Falling Esports is going to be our final match.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see, you know, if Falling is going to do this again. I don't think so, though. I mean, hey, I all respect to players on that squad, right? But I just feel like Cloud9 this is the match that they need to win, and they're going to do it. They're going to win this match. I mean, Renegade, I'm looking for him to pop off, and we're going to be able to watch some of the Cloud9 members. We're going to get on board with them, I believe, in observer mode. So we'll be able to see everybody. We'll be able to see how everyone's playing. And of course, that's when people kind of pop. Like we were watching Penguin, you know, he had played rough in the beginning of the tournament, and then when we popped him on screen, he was popping off. So I mean, I hope that Cloud9 can come through here. Fallen Esports, obviously a very strong team. You see the stats on screen here. Cloud9, you know, in the positives in 3 different categories, of course. And you know, this is it's gonna be. I think this is gonna go to Cloud9. I think honestly, I think it's gonna be a 3-1, if that. I think they're gonna kind of, you know, like you said, get revenge and come back and show Falling while they're on a big org like Cloud9.
Falling Esports, what is your key to victory? I mean, God, you can see, other than today, you know, obviously Falling Esports comes out on top, but Cloud9 has been dominating the series every time that these two had played against each other. Oddball, the only map where Falling had really made an impact on, and that's Cloud9's by far worst game type is Oddball. It's not even close when it comes to anything else. So that's kind of to be expected for teams to perform a little bit better than Cloud9. But man, I just want to know what they did today. Unfortunately, anyone on these teams are streaming, so it's like we weren't able to see that first game that they played against each other. Yeah. I'm just so curious as to what went down in those matches that really let Falling Esports take Cloud9 3-1. It wasn't really like close at the end of the day. 3-1. I mean, that is a dominating performance.
It definitely is. I didn't expect to see it. When I heard about it, I was like, whoa, you know, that's rough. That's insane. It's definitely an upset, but I don't think Cloud9 comes through here and plays the same way. I don't see it happening. You know, that team is insane, and you know, they won the last 2 tournaments in a row. I like that they found their stride though, and I'm kind of curious how that happened. You know, I would love to like get in an interview and just like kind of talk to them and ask them. You know, they were playing in the first few seasons, they weren't playing their top potential. They weren't playing very well at all, and then you know, this season they come through and win 2 tournaments in a row. Like, what was the switch factor for them? What was the thing that kind of made them come together? You know, they're a great squad on paper. We said that from day one. But we're not, you know, what made them, you know, turn into who they are now? And in this tournament, we're seeing a different Cloud9 again. So, you know, can they come through and go back to, you know, what they learned and play well and possibly even win this 10K?
I still think the road to recovery is still there, right? It's about coming out strong versus this team that beat you before and making your statement, saying, hey, we're not the same team. Stellar is going to be the player that needs it for me. Like, he's going to be that player that determines whether this is the Cloud9 of past or the Cloud9 of today, because the way that he's been playing the last couple of weeks, he looks like the best player in the game. Okay. And what we saw previously in Flyers, during that Flyers match, we saw Stellar win big fights over and over and over again, and that's the Stellar that we expect to see. If he can come out and show that, hey, I'm a force to be reckoned with, don't even try to challenge me, that's when we see Cloud9 just take over games. But we're talking about a scrappy squad of Goldstar BR, Dragon, JK, and crew, like Ironical. All these guys have really nasty shots. I've seen them around for such a long time. JK plays on that 10 sensitivity. You'll see him whip around and he'll still perfect your ass with that pistol. Ironical, one of the best shots I've seen in the game. He has such a steady shot, and he knows how to be helpful, and he'll make sure that he has a cross help. Goldstar BR, he never loses individual fights. He fives like you've never seen. And then Dragon, he's that player that most resembles like Bound, in my opinion. He gets up in your face. He's so hard to kill, and he knows how to just make you miss shots. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. We're waiting for these teams to get lined up into this lobby, but while we wait, we were watching Flyers versus Cloud9 previously. I want to see how that Inconceivable Sentinels game ended, as we have this last flag cap. It was SEN who was responsible for getting this last flag cap in.
Yeah, he's going to be pulling it up to top rockets, and again, we're seeing the, you know, he drops it off, and then he gets the reslays. He's going to end up going down there, but Bound gets a double kill. And I think that's what kind of caused that to happen, that Bound double kill. And then, you know, SEN staying alive for a little while as well. And that was the end of that. We weren't able to watch that because we didn't have it up, but great game. I mean, I'm glad they were able to close it out, and winning that game, you know, winning that series 3-1 was kind of a big, it was a big deal. You know, coming off that really rough loss, you know, I think that 3-1 was very, very important. And of course, we're seeing some highlights from the Sentinel series here. Just great plays all around. I don't think, Garrett, honestly, man, I don't think any player is completely popped off today. I think Envor has, you know, he's definitely popped off, but like any one player, you know, playing out of their minds, like, you know, you always see that one player every tournament, you know, just completely going crazy, and I don't think we've seen that so far yet today, besides Envor.
I mean, we saw that from Bound in this first game, though. I mean, I was really impressed by Bound in this first game. We haven't seen a player just take over a series yet, right, which is definitely something that we need to see from one of these teams. Like, Envor had been having his pop-off moments. Same thing with Super CC when it was that oddball versus KCP. Like, he has his pop-off. The question is who can consistently play at their highest level. And if I was going to say it's going to be one player, I mean, you have to look at either Stellar or Renegade, right? Those are the players that can take over maps. And I honestly expect Renegade just to come out and be Renegade and really answer back versus Falling Esports. But if there's anyone that wants Falling Esports to win, it's me, man. I love that squad. All of these AMs, I've been able to interact with them before. They've just been grinding throughout this scene. It'd be such a moment to see these guys make it into the money for that top four. You know, it'd be just incredible to see. So, you know, I love these Cloud9 guys, but honestly, it's hard to choose who to root for. It's like we're just gonna have to see where the chips fall. But I'd be happy if either of these teams got through.
I agree. I mean, when you're on an org like Cloud9, I'm sure they don't want to lose, you know, just because, you know, it's a big deal. And it's a big deal. But who's more hungry? You know, is Fallen Esports more hungry? I mean, these are players that haven't gotten really the limelight, you know, in an incredible way. And this is their chance. The last Halo 5 tournament, potentially ever. I don't want to say that, but the last Halo 5 tournament for a very long time, which means Infinite's coming. It gets me a little excited, but I mean, you know, this is going to cement a lot of things here. You know, winning this tournament. It's a big one. It's a big one in terms of a lot of things. But, you know, potentially even securing. You got to think about this too. Securing potential orgs for Infinite coming off of this event, right? I mean, if you're a team like Fallen Esports, you already have one, but other teams potentially, you know, that don't have orgs, you know, like or another org can give them a better offer. Regardless, it depends. But you know, this tournament says a lot of things. So. It's just going to come out to who's more hungry, and I love the Fallen Esports players, but I just think that, you know, Cloud9, man, they don't, I don't know, man. On paper they don't lose this, but I think mentally they obviously don't want to lose this, and also coming together, you know, Renegade popping off, Stellar, you said, playing incredible as well. They're all players that can pop off that have not yet, so maybe they're saving their gas for this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Man, I just want these guys to get into the lobby. I'm